got a hole in his mud.
Oh no! It's all flowing out. He's got a hole in the mud. So, me and my friend Alex have been travelling around the length of Vietnam, and this week we're going to be exploring the beautiful and historic town of Hoi An, including visiting a UNESCO World Heritage Site and also getting some custom clothes made. Good morning from the beautiful town of Hoi An. I have just been to Hue for 3 days. I didn't film it because I was like, I need a bit of chill time from filming, but cut over to narrative Isla, who's going to show you a little bit of what we did. We arrived in Hue at midnight following a 4-hour bus journey from Phong Nha, then spent our first full day exploring around Hue's ancient city walls and imperial palace. After which, we ended the day with some slightly concerning looking Laotian food.
Slightly scared by the small intestine filled with cheese.
The following day, we did a 30-kilometre self-guided bike tour to a bunch of places surrounding Hue, starting off with an abandoned water park which was only falling apart a little bit.
Whoa.
After this, we stopped off at a random Buddhist temple before heading to the mausoleum of Emperor Ming Mang at the end of the day. All in all, Hue was actually pretty amazing, and I think a lot of people miss out on this stop. It was definitely one of my highlights in all of Vietnam. Anyway, let's get back to Hoi An. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Alex has just informed me that it is just turned afternoon, so it is no longer the morning.
You shouldn't have factual inaccuracies in these videos. You people, they rely on you to be a truthful source.
We're being factually accurate.
We're going to get fact checked by YouTube.
So we're in Hoi An. We arrived yesterday, and basically what we did is we just went into the town, saw the beautiful lanterns. We also met up with Donna and Sunny again.
And Danny.
And Sam and Danny from Hajang. We met up with everyone.
Same 20 people just walk around Vietnam.
In low tourist season, you do just see everyone multiple times everywhere you go. Hoi An is the busiest place we've been to, I reckon, in terms of tourists, but it is incredibly beautiful. Our hostel is in the middle of loads of rice paddies, and other than the mosquitoes, it is just genuinely a stunning area. So what we're doing today is I'm going to get a suit made. When I say a suit, I mean I'm getting a pair of trousers and a waistcoat and a t-shirt, because Hoi An is extremely famous for its tailoring shops, which are very cheap for Western prices, but usually quite high quality made, and it means you get a tailor-made suit for a third of the price that you would in the West. So yeah, anyway, let's walk into Hoi An. Next stop today was going to be the infamous Banh Mi shop, known as Banh Mi Queen. In this one.
The chili sauce is got a lot of chili in it. Like eating.
Yeah, banh mi, it's got like egg, vegetables, beef in it, pate, and then you get chili sauce. It's really nice. It's just a sandwich, but it's a really good sandwich. Just had our breakfast at Banh Mi King. Alex would like me to tell you that because I'm a little sensitive, I couldn't finish it. I can't do a lot of textures. It was genuinely one of the loveliest things, or sandwiches I've ever had, but there was a lot of like pork fat in it, and I can't eat cucumber as well, so I struggled finishing it, but it was actually delicious. And then right across the street from that, there was a tiny pottery store, and I just got I guess a cup, which has now been wrapped up, so I can't show it you, so I'll insert an image here of what it looks like. Beep beep. After our lunch, we headed over to Bebe's Tailor. There are literally hundreds of tailors in Hoi An, but I was recommended this one, so I didn't think too hard on the decision. We essentially went over some pictures I had on Pinterest to come up with a design, and then spent over an hour picking out the fabric, which was really relaxing for me as I wasn't rushed or pressured, and I hadn't paid anything either, so this was just on the chance that I'd actually buy something. Anyway, after we'd settled on a design, my measurements were taken and I paid my deposit. I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the shop, Bebe's. I was actually quite amazed by it. They had a really, really good service. Alex just got his film developed, and now we're just having a little walkies around the city because I don't really know what to do. Agri day. I'm just impressed because this is like a cucumber thing. It's huge.
119.
Bye-bye. We got one of these Vietnamese like metal copper things. We got 2 for 120, which is like £2 each. Solid, don't care if it's both their cheaper shit. £2 each is good. Despite the fact that Hoi An is extremely a tourist-driven destination, they have done a really good job of making it incredibly beautiful and still keeping a lot of the Vietnamese colonial architecture going on. Like, there's lanterns everywhere, the blue and the yellow. It does almost feel similar to some of the other sort of European Asian colonies that I visited before, such as Georgetown in Malaysia, and that kind of had a similar vibe to this. We've stumbled upon a different market from the one yesterday, I think. Or maybe it's market day, I don't know, it's a Thursday. I haven't actually really looked up anything, we've just sort of been walking around today without much of a goal, other than tailoring. I'm on my way back home and there's so many bugs in the air. They're everywhere. So we're back at the hostel and we're about to do a cocktail class, which was 250,000, which is about £7. For that we make 3 different cocktails and we get to drink them all. Anyway, let's go downstairs and do that.
And so we got stuck into our cocktail class. The first cocktail was a passion fruit martini, followed by a whiskey sour, which I'd never tried before. Finally, we wrapped up the night with a cheeky espresso martini.
Cheers! Cheers! To the Deutsch! No, that's a German. Wrong country. Nederland.
I ordered grab food. It's come with loads of sides, loads of noodle, all of this, it's huge, and this. I don't know what I've got. I've got so much. This is so big. I've not even touched this thing. I don't know what to do. These guys have just told me they ate their Prime Minister. You ate your Prime Minister. Okay, show me what you just showed them. Go on, show the camera.
Dit is Johan de Wit.
Yeah,
He's dead.
This. They showed me this man with his insides ripped out, and they said we ate the Prime Minister of Netherlands. These guys are fucked up. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't really do an outro last night, but that's because we did a cocktail class and I didn't really think about it. We're about to rent bikes and we're going to drive to My Son. Once again, going with the Dutch. I think it's like an hour away, so it's quite a long bike ride, but we're gonna have fun. Yeah. We have arrived in My Son. It is so hot. It took us just over an hour to get here. It's very far away from the centre of Hoi An, and especially if you're in Da Nang, it's even further. It's actually an entire complex as opposed to just a few monuments, which I thought it was. I believe it's a Hindu complex, like an ancient 1,000-year-old Hindu complex, but I'll update you more as I find out. It's 2 kilometres away. We ain't walking that. Off we go. I love these. Like, you're just... You're so likely to just fall off. Whoa!
We're entering My Son.
Somehow we've only now reached the entrance.
Sponsored by the government of India.
Alex has informed me this, which was built in the 11th century, was made out of bricks without any binding agent, no mortar. Which means it's just standing. Like, it's not carved, it's not bound together.
Didn't it say 3rd century?
No, it said 11th century. The place was built in the, it started to be built in the 8th century all the way to the 14th. Not 3rd, that's way too early. Get your facts right. And it actually was the 3rd century, that's what it says on Alex's brochure. But I read the 9th century. Already misinformation here. Bad job, My Son.
I don't really understand how it's still standing. No? Why not? Yeah, brick. Sounds like
This temple, built in 8th or 9th century, it was a shrine.
I told YouTube that we're hanging out with the stupidest Dutch people in the entire
So this was built in the 8th or 9th century. Fortunately, it suffered damage during the Vietnamese War. There's a bum hole right next to us. But this was a shrine to the god Shiva, and it used to be covered in lots more ornamental animals and people, but not anymore.
So there is no need for the torch? What's in there?
Oh, you can go in there. Oh my god, I look like a ghost.
I look like a ghost.
I'm going around the stupidest Dutch people the entire world. This is Newbrig, I think.
But like, what did they do?
See, everyone just needs to come with me because I spot all of the animals. I don't know what species this is. You found... See, this is just animal time. Look at this guy. Oh god, he's great. My son, ruins, you know, really cool, but we've just seen, like, I don't know what the species are, but like a black skink, a chipmunky thing, like a red dama, dragonfly, caterpillar, loads of birds, loads of butterflies. So, you know, for me, 10 out of 10 on the nature, been amazing. South Vietnam, or central to South Vietnam, has so much more nature than the north. The north is like nearly completely devoid of any sort of nature. That is reference of how large that is, comparative.
Yeah.
I don't like where it's going. It goes quite quick. Why is one of his legs so small?
Look at his legs searching. Not to shame anyone, but these guys won't get out. Yeah, this is incredibly beautiful. I particularly like the two tourists standing in the middle who keep going in, and everyone was like, move out of the way, because they did it for like 5 minutes. Everyone was like, get out of the way, get out of the way. And they didn't get out of the way.
Oh no.
Taking a photo of moss.
I love this.
What a mussel. Hello.
Here we see the wild Isla.
You can't walk in a straight line.
Oh my goodness. Look at those shoes!
And also, it is so insanely hot. I don't know what temperature it is, but it's definitely the hottest it's been in Vietnam. Probably because the sky looks like that. And it's not raining for once.
There's a guy on top of my son.
Oh, there's a guy on top of my son. This person's just abseiling. This section that we got into here is very, very impressive. Oh, I'm gonna fall over.
England? London? UK?
So we were inside my son for a little while.
No, don't. You have to read it. You cannot put that.
And then we spoke to one of the guys, and the reason there's 2 people on top of there is they're literally gardening. They're just taking the weeds.
They're trimming my son's bush.
They're trimming my son's bush because it needs trimming. It needs trimming.
Turn it around now.
I know, this is incredible. It is pretty amazing how well this has been preserved for the past 1,000 years, especially considering, you know, sometimes you go to European places and they've been preserved because people have been continuously living in them. But maybe I'm wrong on this, but from what I can understand, this is a Hindu civilization, and Vietnam aren't very Hindu. I don't think the Hindu civilization has existed for half a century at least, and this was only excavated in the 20th century, and it was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the past sort of 15-20 years. So the fact that there are still these amazing statues intact is pretty incredible, but is 100% worth the visit, even if it's an hour away from Hoi An and you have a tailoring appointment in an hour and a half, and I'm not going to make the tailoring appointment.
Just before we left my son, we serendipitously ran into one of the traditional performances at the exit, so we stayed to watch.
Bye-bye!
Anyway, I was actually able to make my appointment, even if I was a tad late. I have no idea how they made these clothes so quickly. This is my first suit, and I kind of call this my light academia vibe suit. Got my dress. And what I'm pointing to here is the extra thread that she'd sewn into the trousers just to tailor them to my shape more. And this is my second suit, which is more of a dark academia vibe.
Oh, golden hour. I just had my first fitting. Everything fit really nice. I actually really liked the suit that she helped me pick out, which was the beige coloured one, like the lighter one than the darker one. But also, fun thing about those is you can mix and match the trousers. So everything kind of mixes together. I fucking love the shirt because the shirt fits me so well. Obviously it's been tailored to me. So I've got another fitting tomorrow, but I think me and Alex are doing Hoi An Pass tomorrow. So I basically said I'm going to come at 8:30 AM, and then I think after my second fitting, I will be free to pick it up. Oh my god, oh yeah.
After getting my suit sorted, I tried some khao lao, a traditional dish to the region, and then headed back to the hostel for a little party.
Back at the hostel, and we were about to play some beer pong because that is what this hostel's about. Yes!
The next morning.
Good morning. So, two things. One, this is Bebe's Tailor behind me, or Bebe Tailor. I went there and I had my last fitting, and my suit is basically complete. They just have to trim the edges and put the buttons on. So yeah, this is me trying on my suit.
Oh my god.
I like this colour as well. This is such a nice colour.
Really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Upon
Yes, I will do.
and you will.
Hello, welcome back to I'm in the Future. It's been so long, I've moved into another house. But anyway, this is one of the suits. I think my favourite part about the whole thing is actually this shirt, because I find it really hard to find a shirt that actually fits me with this kind of whimsical Lord of the Rings, Poldark-esque vibe. I absolutely love these suits, and I will be wearing one of these to my PhD Viva, and the other one I will wear to my graduation. But importantly, you might be wondering, Isla, where's the rest of the video? Weren't you in like Hoi An for like 5 days? I actually filmed so much stuff in Hoi An, I had to split this video into 3 parts. Part 2 is coming out very shortly, and it's going to cover the rest of my time in Hoi An. Anyway, you do not want to miss that, so make sure you stick around for the next video. That's all from your neighbour Isla, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!
Huh?
You didn't try on the suit earlier.
How
did you do that?
I did try.
Oh my god, was that the magic of editing?
That was the magic of editing. Thought I would look cool in this. I do not.